Alright, so I had some time earlier today and I decided to grind out some of these barbecues and I got a whole bunch of BP or whatever the heck. And partway through, I was like, wait a second. Because the game isn't really holding back anymore and is actually doing some spicier doubles things, maybe I should actually start trying a little bit harder too. And at first I was like, oh, I'll just go around and level up my main party a little bit. But then I was like, wait a second. When was the last time I used Pokemon Home? Should I go ahead and use that? So I ended up tinkering around with that. Here's the lag as we switch layouts with all this crap earlier today. And we have a couple party members from playthroughs past in here to mix things up a little bit. I wanted to bring in one from the Sword and Shield playthrough. I wanted to bring in one from the Legends Arceus playthrough. I thought about bringing one in from the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl one as well, but I was like, I don't know if there's really anything that's gonna synergize super well with my team and doubles here and stuff, so I didn't. And for things like Platinum, I think that'd be too much of a pain in the butt figuring out how the heck I was gonna do all that and stuff. So, yeah, that's what ended up resulting in our current team setup. Hello, 9362816. Sounds like a super secret code for something. And I swear I wasn't trying to just be like, oh, let's just grab a shiny Pokemon from each playthrough. I was just like, these are just some of my go-to favorites and don't repeat too much of types that I already have here. Oh, there was another Thingamabob. But yeah. Yeah, and there are also some characters that couldn't transfer over. Like, one character that I was thinking about using from the Sword and Shield playthrough was my Boltund. Boltund isn't available in Scarlet Violet, so that doesn't happen. It is also worth noting that in the Scarlet Violet playthrough, in the Sword and Shield playthrough, I wasn't really nicknaming my Pokemon then. I'm fairly certain I started doing that with the Platinum playthrough shortly after, like, leading up to BDSP. So none of my Pokemon from them were actually given names. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna bring in this Dragapult that I technically didn't even start using in the Sword and Shield playthrough until we started the DLC there, after I managed to patch that after a whole lot of time that I'd put in, oh my, what the heck? I was like, before I transfer it over, I should probably give it a name. So, oh my goodness, I gave it the name of a golden dragon from one of my favorite stories and my favorite book series ever for anyone that's read the Inheritance Cycle. I was like, oh, that's kind of fitting then. So, thus the name Gladier, and I tried to download a font that was similar to the font of the titles of the Inheritance Cycle there. The font that's used there. The title font of those books and stuff is what I try to do. Look at that Smeargle. I almost said Sneargle. Being all super sneaky there. And so I created that a little bit earlier with some colors based off of the third book in the Inheritance Cycle, along with some colors based off of Dragapult itself, and the R at the end there meant to be more of the tail, even though it kind of goes off the bottom of the screen and you don't really see that. As for Sonder, just reusing the exact same special name thingamabob that I threw together for the Legends Arceus playthrough. There was no reason to create something new there, just use the same thing that we had before. And it doesn't seem like there's official arts for either of their shinies, so the one for Gladier, I got off of someone's recolor they did on a DeviantArt, which I'll link in the description below. And the shiny Hisuian Zoroark is just the recolor that I did specifically for the Legends Arceus playthrough, is the case. Oh, at first I thought it said that I completed the sneak up on a Pokemon. I finally figured out the buttons to do that. I finally figured out the thingamabob where it's like, I lock on, and then I hit ZR, not R, in order to send out a Pokemon. Is what I do. I finally figured that out. So that Sawsbuck in the water, maybe I could have thrown a Pokemon ad after all. That's how you do it, and then that's how you get those barbecue points and stuff. He's like, what the hell? But yeah, which Vicini was in this game? I don't know what that means, I'm sorry to say. Oh, arena trap. It's like, why can't I run away? But yeah, let's see this. How many E4 you done now? What was oh, like the Elite Four? I've done one. I was like, what does E4 mean? Does this have something to do with E3 that recently got properly canceled for good? I was confused for a hot second. Just the one, but I figure we can mix up our team a little bit now with some of the Pokemon here. Also, it shows non-shiny forms here, but yeah. The characters that I wanted to prioritize keeping in my squad for doubles apart from our starter Pokemon were Lotus for being able to put down poison spikes and just generally be a good wall and special attacker here that's going to help us in doubles. Kirby, which can put up Reflect, I could potentially learn Light Screen if I want. There is Pounce that I would have to take off if I wanted to learn Light Screen. So it still has Pounce on, which can decrease opponent speed, which I kind of forgot about. I haven't really used it in this DLC yet. But if there's someone that's outspeeding me and being a little bit troublesome in doubles, then it's like, okay, yeah, time to decrease their speed with Pounce. And I want to keep on using Ogerpon here Majora because I want to piss Kieran off. So that was the decisions. I apologize to Diglett Senpai and to Mokuana. I do love them both too, but it's just like for the doubles format, it's like, yeah, I think I want to rely more on Lotus and Kirby, and I don't think Ogerpon's gonna be all that great in doubles, but like, I gotta piss off Kieran. I could just take her out and, you know, put one of the other two in and then swap Majora back in when we actually face Kieran is what we could do, I guess, but meh, I don't know. So there's that. The ads, are you getting ads on the stream to stream? But yeah, read through most of the Inheritance books by Paolina, same series you talked about. Yep, haven't read the last one yet. Great series despite the obvious Star Wars parallels. Outbreak of Deerling. I mean, you could probably say that about a lot of things. If there's like some evil group that wants to conquer everything that has to be stopped. I'm pretty sure that even Star Wars would have drawn a parallel to a whole lot of other things when it was first made, right? Probably. I don't know. I remember really liking it though. I haven't read it in a good while, but yeah, that was the thing there. Also, apparently there's a new book being made for the first time in like forever. That sounds like it's going to be a bit of a character perspective of one of the other characters in the story. Is what it sounds like. Murtagh, however his name is pronounced. Apparently he's getting like a book, I heard recently. So it's like, oh, well, maybe I'll read that. I might need to refresh myself on the story of the games, on the story of the other books first again. But yeah, the game never mentions the barbecue button. I think it mentioned it once. Also, I tried to do this when I was grinding out BP earlier today. It did not work. Also, the game bugged out on me a decent bit while I was out here doing things. Did my print canceled? What the hell? Cannot be run from the SD card. What the heck? I get this issue sometimes. All right, try and reprint it. Oi, reprint job. Try again. Before you cool down too much. It's already cooled down to like 120 degrees Celsius. Dang it. Well, also, while I have so many pictures of swinging Pokemon now from grinding barbecues. It's so dumb. But while I was doing things earlier today, and while I was like, oh my goodness, does this seem louder than the game just was? But while I was grinding stuff out and attacking things and completing barbecues, look at that golem in the distance, having a little bit too many coffees to drink. Oh, I didn't even notice that one going crazy back there. And then there's the Duraludon that's going crazy over there. So, yeah, there's that. If I go to the next clip, I didn't even notice that other golem going crazy on the right side. I only noticed the stuff in the bottom left earlier. Why is this so much louder? Holy crap. And then a Sawsbuck spawns and it starts going crazy too. So I was just in awe at what the heck was going on here when I was playing this earlier today. And it just kept on spawning more Pokemon. There's an Abomasnow that's now going a little bit crazy. So I've heard some people say like, oh, now that the game's been out for a while, they've fixed a lot of the issues. The game runs a lot more stable now. It's so much better. No, this game is getting worse with every single update, I swear. I don't know what's going on here. All right, my barbecue points here got transferred to the box there after I caught it. And then I just kind of got to stare down here at that was going on over there. They were having a little bit of a party. They stopped partying as hard when I got closer. And it seemed like I couldn't go back to make them go back to partying hard again, unfortunately. But yeah, they were jamming out for a decent bit. All right, what was this clip? Oh, that's the pause button. What was happening here? Why I saved this one? Was it just them kind of inside one another? Gotta be some reason why I saved it, unless I misclicked it or something. No, who knows? Oh, it's because I couldn't send out my Pokemon on the slope is why. Because I was trying to auto battle and the game just refused to function. It got recalled apparently. Sent and recalled. It doesn't like slopes, and there it is being a little bit buggy. So, yeah, the issue sending out the Pokemon. You are indeed correct. That's why I'd saved it. Okay, why had I saved this one? I started just doing this a little bit and fighting some Ice-type Pokemon and Snubbles, I guess. What was going on here, though? It's gotta be towards the end of the clip. Oh, it's probably those guys just spawning inside one another. Oh, no, it's the pathfinding not working, and this Vulpix running into a wall. So, you know, Pokemon being super smart here. And when I went and, like, tinkered with my party in some of these other games, so here's Dragapult from earlier, and I was thinking about bringing in some other Pokemon. Cramorant would have been kind of funny, but are these games even more broken than I thought they were? Because I exited this area so I could fly, and then I don't know what that was, is the thing. Like, was that Dragapult briefly appearing? Is that part of the environment? I don't know if I can pause, like, right on that, that frame. Oh my goodness, that is Dragapult. Weird. Okay. Not as weird as I thought now that I know it's Dragapult, since there's, like, follow Pokemon there. I thought it was the entire environment bugging out. Here's a whole bunch of, like, flying Pokemon, swing Pokemon that I need for my stupid barbecues. Yeah, I guess it was right behind. It's not as broken as I thought. I just didn't know what I saw, and I was like, I'm saving a clip of this. I apparently haven't paid for Pokemon Home for a little bit because I was stuck with just the basic box. I thought my membership was renewing, and I swear I've seen myself getting charged for this every year. They're like, oh, you paid like 25 something bucks to the Pokemon company, whatever the heck. Or just an eShop thing, which is like how much Pokemon Home costs, so I assumed that it was that. But I found that I just had the basic box in Home, which means that my Pokemon are literally, in all the other boxes, are unable to be taken out until I shell out like at least 25 bucks to pay their bail, because that's the modern Pokemon for you. But something that really surprised me here is when you're stuck with just the basic box, any Pokemon that are in here that you can't take out sucks to suck. I guess that's part of your basic box you're not using here. Even look at this. This is my boxes from Pokemon Let's Go. These are all, except for Boltund, Generation 1 Pokemon. Why can't they transfer over? You could literally see a Pidgeot and Raticates in my Pokemon Let's Go box, and yet the ones in the basic box aren't allowed to be transferred over. So if you do not own a Pokemon game that lets you transfer these out, they are stuck in there, and if you're stuck with the basic box, then that limits how much space you have to move Pokemon at a time. So I wanted to transfer, like, a decent amount of Pokemon, but I was stuck with, this is how much I could decrease it by, essentially. This is how much space I could make for myself among these handful of Generation 1 Pokemon that I just did not really have a game to transfer them into. So, I guess get screwed if you don't have the right games to transfer them into, or you don't shell out, then sucks to suck. You've just had more basic box space taken away with these Pokemon that can literally never leave. So Pokemon Home's even worse than I thought. I found out earlier today. As I was collecting sandwich ingredients for that one dumb barbecue, I was reminded about how awful this is, where I was like, all right, let's just trek out into the field where it does this, puts you through a loading screen. You appear out there. I knew I already knew about this, but like I kind of forgot about it and was reminded about it earlier today. And then when this one stupid barbecue quest where it's like, make a sandwich with at least 3 ingredients. I did it and it didn't count. Here's the video proof of me doing it. And it did not count. Also, when I did it, it bugged out and the cheese and the onions literally clipped through the bottom of the sandwich. There's the beautiful sandwich clipping into itself. It's really great to see that they've continued to fix this game. And despite the fact that I made that sandwich not that long ago even, it did not count towards just make a sandwich that uses at least 3 ingredients. I hate this game. This game is so bad. Also, I noticed when I was cutting up the last stream into parts that when I get really loud, my microphone kind of cuts it out sometimes. My hands aren't even holding onto the things there. So, hopefully it's not cutting me out too much. Has it always been like this, where my hands are not at all holding on to the whatever weird motorcycle handle things there? I never noticed that before. Look, it's actually printing now. Speaking of the printing, I'm printing a question mark block Switch game case, kind of similar to this one that I have on my desk here. And I plan on sending it to that Nishara nerd along with the Master Sword here and stuff. So, might not be using Diglett Senpai that Nishara nerd brought into this adventure, but I will. Oh my goodness, the frames! Holy crap. I don't know if I've been over here yet. Anyway, let's catch up on other things here. Wah! Now I gotta scroll up a little bit to see some thingamabobs there. Would have kept Moguana over Sonder for better coverage, but that's just you personally. Yeah, but it's like, I want to have at least one ally from each of those games, so I was like, I'm bringing in Sonder. Sonder has a special place in my heart here. Like, in terms of raw damage, Mokuana would definitely be the better thing. Oh my god, what is happening? But yeah, let's see here. Good point, nothing necessarily wrong with borrowing off well-drawn tropes when done right. Yeah, and I definitely like the way that it was done in those books. And we figured out why they do that, what, the super jittering and stuff, because we noticed that in the, whatever it was called. This is the Indigo disc. The Teal mask, that's what it was, my goodness. The least buggiest moment in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, that's right. Good evening, sandwich. But yeah, so there's that. Gotta love ransomware, you do gotta love it. I've been corrected a whole lot of times in my initial Pokemon essay on the fact that, like, the Pokemon aren't deleted. But, you know, it's still, hey, we have your data. If you want it, you still gotta pay us. Whether they're, like, even if they're not constantly under the threat of deletion. If you want to manage them and they're in there, well, I guess you better pay us. If you want to move Pokemon out of that basic box that you can't transfer into other games, so you can actually use that basic box to shuffle around your Pokemon a little bit more, you gotta pay. So I'm stuck with half a basic box right now that I can't even use. Like, I assume there's some game that I can probably transfer them into, but I didn't really feel like checking all my save files and figuring it out, and I was like, well, it just sucks to suck. And what if you don't even own the right games to transfer it into? Then you are just literally stuck with half a basic box that you can't use. Maybe even a full basic box that you can't use. What if it's filled with all Pokemon that you can't transfer into the games that you do have? Then what the heck is going on here? Then your basic box is literally useless. You've just screwed yourself. So there are scenarios where the free-to-use version of Pokemon Home literally isn't even usable. That's something that I never knew before today, so yeah, you love to see it. I thought this chick was dabbing. Gotta be honest. But yeah, let's see here. Does your cheese not do that? What, clip through the sandwiches and stuff? What if it uncounted the cheese because it was no longer on the bread? What, for me doing a picnic? Because I can try here again and see if it works. What, you think, does it clip through? Here, let's see. Let's do a, let's have a little bit of a picnic here. Well, then dismount me, game! The heck? Given the never-ending disappointments of recent Pokemon games, I'm not sure you'll ever transfer mons from your older generation games to Pokemon Home before Pokemon Bank inevitably dies. Yeah, that's fair enough. I remember the days where I used to actually catch them all. That went up until Gen 8, where it's like I had them all caught as of Gen 6. That was when I first did it. So Gen 7 came out, and I can't pick this up while I'm in a picnic mode. Gen 7 came out, and I just caught all the new ones. Gen 8 came out, and I just caught all the new ones. Gen 9 Scarlet and Violet is when I said, yeah, I'm not spending my time on this. Why would I do that? So I have most of a living dex at this point, but like, I'm not gonna complete it anymore. But yeah, I can smell the printing from here. Yeah, probably don't want to smell that. Also, I think someone's grilling. Hopefully something tasty. We all agree that Pokemon Bank is the better storage system. Yeah, I might gripes with Pokemon Bank. The fact that it was behind a cost as well. But it was a lot better in comparison. That was what, like $5 a year or something like that? Compared to $25 a year for a much worse system? Silly. So, I'll make something... Here, let's make the Great Smoky Sandwich then. I just got like 10 of everything. So my funds and my LP has been greatly damaged. But I just figured in case this objective comes up multiple times, I'd be stalked. But it is possible that this objective is just bugged and doesn't even work. Gosh dang it! I forgot I had to hold it and then release. I thought it would... I just did it again. My mind keeps on telling me that it's going to be like a tap A to grab it and then release A to, and then tap it again to release it. What is happening? So, but that's not what's happening. That's not how it works. But hey, this is 3 ingredients, assuming the game knows how to count. So, there we go. Put the bread on top. Wow. Why did it start tilting? Look at that sandwich. And look at the grass there clipping into my table. Looks so delicious. How amazing. Alright, time for everybody to eat up this one sandwich that I made to share among everyone. Is someone running back there? Do I have to press A? Oh, I had to press A. I was like, why is this taking so long? Alright, time to nom. Nom. Time for everyone to eat up. Whoa! It's disgusting! Alright. Better grassing your table than walking wake? Is that a glitch that people have encountered? Or walking wake walks into the table? This wake was made for walk. This time it counted? Are you kidding me? Alright, fine. Just work when I'm actually streaming, I guess. So that no one will believe me and assume that I just got that clip from a time that wasn't the objective. As if making a sandwich is something that I do on my own time just for fun. Thought the branch was like going through the nest. Alright, what am I doing? There's an Elite Four member right here. Alright, I just kind of wandered aimlessly while I was rambling about the updates and stuff. But if you're right here, then like... Welcome to the Savannah Plaza. We're the team that supports Crispin of the Elite Four. And you're Harmonia, right? One of the BB League challengers. That's me. You'll need to hand over 50 BP if you want to take on the Elite Trial here. I hope that all this BP grinding that I did will see me through the rest of this playthrough. Are you ready and willing to pay? Okay. Here you go. You paid 50 BP. You didn't even pull out a phone of her own or anything to accept it. Maybe it's just a thing under the desk or in the Minecraft square. I don't know. Yeah, I still gotta catch 200 Pokemons. You only can play 175. Is that for some sort of a side quest or something? And hello, Destine. Thank you very much. Duly received and noted. Hey, Crispin. An order's come in for you. Just come in for you. Man, yeah, it's not quite as strikingly bright white as the snow area from Legends Arceus, but it's pretty jarring. Coming right up. Oh, hey. Saw you in the cafeteria. You're Harmonia, right? Just the person to get my energy pumping. I feel like I'm cooking a nice simmer over here. We gotta move somewhere else for this next part. Follow me. I swear if this is gonna be like a sandwich making test. Look at this cool rock. Been waiting for a fiery challenger like you. Taking on the Elite Four pretty much right after coming to our school. Now that's lit. No wonder Kieran and Drayton like you. If I'm being honest, you've kindled my curiosity too. I should warn you though, my trial is no cakewalk. My Elite Trial is putting together a super spicy sandwich. Gosh dang it, it is gonna just... Oh man, now the game's gonna be all about sandwiches for the next little bit after I've failed that objective before because the cheese clipped through or something. I mean, super spicy. I want something so hot it'll have me breathe in flames. Just wait, the ingredients I put on are gonna cook the sandwich. And there's still that weird... I haven't mentioned it before this point. I have noticed it, and I noticed it during the main game playthrough. When it does that transition, it'll often just have like this 1 to 2 pixel wide bar on the left side. This white bar. It's so weird. Well, you're thinking, that sounds easy, right? But you can't use your own ingredients, and it still hasn't been fixed after over a year. You have to negotiate with the league club members around here to get what you need. Once you think you have all the right ingredients, come back and talk to me. Oh, and there's the mountains popping in. Then I'll judge your sandwich making skills with my own 2 eyes. The key to cooking any dish is picking the right ingredients. Rest is easy as pie. Yeah, there's that white bar again. Alright, take on my Elite Trial, Harmonia. Yeah, I'm totally ready. Sweet. Give me a hot minute to get everything set up. Yeah, I saw that. I was thinking about mentioning it. I was like... Because, like, I get it for the flames. But the fact that that animation applies to even the shoulder part in front of the flames, it is gross. First things first, negotiate with the league club members to get some ingredients. Like, it's a cool animation effect to put onto the flames, but like... Yeah. Watch the next Pokemon game be Italy-based on pizza cooking. I can't wait. Oh, man. Yeah, let's see here. Just need 2 more that you can't elaborate on for spoilering reasons of Pokemon here. I'm not a big fan of the walking animation. What, like his or something? I didn't notice anything that wrong with it, but I wasn't paying super close attention, so like I'll pay attention the next time he walks, I guess. I have a problem with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but it's a language issue if you don't speak the type of Spanish this game is based on. Oh, what? But yeah. Is he schmoovin' when he walks? You need to make a super spicy sandwich. That should already be a clue for what you need. Once you have all the ingredients to whip up your sandwich, come give me a holler. Alright then, let's start this now. Oh yeah, I want to bring up your opinion on how you get Meloetta in this game. You know, I've seen postings of that. And when I read it, I figured, you know, it seemed super obvious. Like, how the heck would anyone not understand that from the get-go? It's not like it's really that confusing, unlike events like the Azure Flute, which were cut for good reason. Like, come on, let's be realistic here. 3 ingredients if you bring the right answer. Oh wow, you don't have any ingredients at all. Come back once you gather some ingredients. Anyway, the thing for Meloetta. My god. Didn't it take people like 2 days to figure out how to do it at all? Where it's like you gotta go to some specific gust effect, spin around for like 30 seconds, pull out your camera, tilt it, put on the sepia filter, and then Meloetta appears. And it's like, what the hell? If anyone has a lovely green cucumber to spare. How about you? If you have a cucumber, will you trade me for some chili sauce or ketchup? Trade you for chili sauce? Have any cucumbers, do you? How sad. I feel attacked. So... Well, are the people that just give me ingredients in the first place? Oh man, I want some eggs. I really, really want some eggs. If you got any eggs, I'll trade you something that'll really broaden your horizons. You don't have any eggs at all. Well, who gives me something in the first place? Oh, check ingredients? What? Okay. I don't know why that took so long to load. Jalapenos! Why is it taking so long to load? We all know jalapenos are super spicy, and guess what? I've got some. Also, if you know I'm good at battles. Like, really good. You look like you want jalapenos, so I'll give you a choice. You want to battle me for some, or buy some off me for 50 BP? Battle, I guess, and try out Glader here for the first time. Like I said, I'm really strong. I think you might regret your decision. We'll see here. If you're correct, you think it's another, the answer is from an entirely different game situation. Oh yeah, I saw some posting where it's like, in Pokemon Black and White, someone mentioned sepia in regards to Meloetta. Something or other. Speak Spanish with a Mexican accent, so naturally. I don't understand Spanish, European slang, or grammar from that region. Yeah, there is a decent bit of differences, and some words that exist in that version of it that don't exist in the more Latin American Spanish, like the whole Vosotros line. They figured out it was the sepia filter because sepia, believe, was part of the Meloetta of Gen 5. And part of it, you mean one line of dialogue. Yeah. Go for his Puerto Rican. Remember having a similar issue when trying to translate to you. That's what you're referring to. Okay. I don't really have anything that attacks 2 targets here. I could do this and switch into Sonder. Do Dragon Darts hit both? Nope. Alright, well, screw this Blossom then, I guess. Dragon Darts time! Also, if I... Oh, it does hit them both. It's 1 for each, I see. Gosh dang it. Also, if I was actually going all out with any of my previous Pokemon here, I would definitely put in Raoul as one of my Pokemon. But Raoul's like level 91, and it's like, okay, that's a little bit far. So I did have to put on the restriction of maybe not anything that's too over level, just stuff that's in the same level range that I'm in. You gotta love seeing everything pop in every time the camera angle changes. This is not Sonder. Oh, that, okay. Even the Hisuian forms have illusion then. Been a hot second. Oh. Well, okay. I know this'll hit both. Yeah, I had to relearn Swift. I thought Sandra already had Swift. It seemed like it was Shadow Ball instead, so I had to relearn Swift with a TM. That's what I had to do. Maybe I'll actually do this for now. Do some dragon dancing. That's what I'll do here. Raise that attack and speed. I don't think the speed part matters, but take out that Blossom here. Some good damage to the Torkoal. Can I do it with one more Swift? Let's look over at the Stream Manager how much that did. Maybe. It might be close. Might depend on the damage range. Nice. Cool. Oh. The other evolution of Gloom. I think this is just, yeah, that's just the one target there. Ooh, I could also do this and then do a whole bunch of Swift and stuff. Yeah, so it doesn't even matter who I target. I don't know why it gives me the option of one or the other then. Ooh. Okay, nice. So I can't believe how broken Ogerpon is in competitive play. 3 out of 4 forms are very good. Huh. I think I might have seen some brief mention of that, but I never really looked into it super far. Ow! So dang mean. Ouch. Not too much damage, though. Alright, let's see if we can clean up these guys now. You hear the legend of this DLC, but it seems super boring to you? What, of just people saying that it's super amazing and awesome? Because, yeah, it hasn't really wowed me too much so far. My favorite part of it is definitely the double battles. And the fact that it is like Pokemon Coliseum in the sense that it's not just super generic battles. They're actually strategizing and doing doubles things. And it adds a whole lot of depth to the strategy and turns what is like an otherwise pretty samey battle system into something a whole lot better now. In my opinion. Like, just the simple change from simple battles, from single battles to double battles, makes an insane difference in terms of the strategy and what you can do. It really exemplifies how simple singles is in single-player Pokemon campaigns. Got like 5 words. What I meant was, you heard the legend of this DLC is stupid broken. Oh, but it seems super boring to you. So it's broken and stupid, you're saying? Jalapeno, what a burn. But there's this guy behind the cactus that has jalapenos. But yeah, my favorite part is definitely the double battles. And yeah, the Unova music remixes are pretty good too. I still think I prefer the double battles over that. And then the music in it is probably my second favorite part. Which I find kind of surprising. Usually when it comes to modern Pokemon games, it's like music is my favorite part. And then other things are second fiddle. But the double battles in this have actually been pretty darn good, not gonna lie. So you're a jalapeno-worthy trainer. Never thought I'd hear that. Got a single slice of jalapeno. Here, let me heal your Pokemon after that. Thanks, man. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to try out my old friends here. Beat me for potato salad. That's a potato salad. If you want, you have to beat me in battle to get it, though. Yeah, so should I just, like... Wait, can I not tinker with my team? Oh god, the menu button has become the check ingredients button. I can't switch out my party for doubles! I can't... Are you shitting me? I was gonna swap in Sonder and Glader to be my main 2 to do these battles with, but I can't. My X button to open the menu has now become the check ingredients button, and as far as I'm aware, there's no other way to open my menu. My menu's just been disabled. I don't have the options. I'm stuck with Vivian Glader up front for this entire challenge. You're challenged by Julianne this too, and you've got to be shitting me. Oh, man. It's so dumb. But yeah. Oh, cool. You want harder fights? I'm gonna shell $40 for something not in the main game. There's double battles in the main game. For one gym, and that's it. And there's no more double battles in the game. Oh, more things popping in every time it switches over. Alright. Yeah, let's just, yeah, sure. Joke you can make them in spoilers. I appreciate the avoiding of spoilers. Alright, let's raise that attack here. Alright, let's dip out of here. Ooh, I got a crit. Sweet. Yeah, I knew our first Pokemon in this playthrough for sure had to stick around. Especially with Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door right around the corner. Alright, time for Majora. Skill issue? Sorry for no menu. Yeah, it's a serious skill issue. Ow! Well, dang. Oh, please. Like I said, double strats. It's so dumb that it still shows the Electros getting hit, though. Alright, I'll see what I can do here. And then maybe... I'm fairly certain this is a 2-turn attack, though. Yeah. It's kind of the case. I mean, Swift should be able to take them out, so maybe I'll just go ahead and use Psychic Fangs here. Yeah, I do heal after each match, at least. And then Swift will take them out. Oh, but it won't take out the Electros. Nice camera angle. Cool. What, you're learning a new move? Last Resort? Probably not. That works the way that my brain tells me it does. Yeah, it's that one. I think the last time I saw Last Resort was in Generation 4. Been a while since I've seen that move come up. Well, dang. Alright. I think might be time for Lotus here. Let's just send out Lotus. But yeah. Thought it was BDSP? That one was BDSP. Oh, what? Not that I was streaming right now. Oh, it's just this guy that's left. But you're just gonna be able to go first with Dragon Darts here anyway. You! Opposing Electros fainted. I cannot stop seeing all these mountains popping in the background every single time. The camera changes over. Yes, I can hear the voice of the potato salad speaking to me now. What's that, potato salad? Kill them all? Jaruzu's last resort in only BSP. Sounds amazing. My potato salad says it wants to go with you. My potato salad. It speaks to me. Yeah, it seems like the kind of move that wouldn't be all that great. Something so restorative about carrying potato salad around, don't you think? This lady's a psycho. Get me away from her. Alright, anyone else with ingredients? Mayonnaise. Do you want mayonnaise? I'll share some with you, but only if you can defeat me. Oh, it's Mayon now. I just figured this is a good opportunity for getting EXP when the double battles are actually kind of difficult against some of these harder foes. Like, Kieran's probably going to scare me a little smidge, so may as well come prepared. I mean, if I start really struggling, then maybe I'll just swap in Raoul. I do not have, like, a special nameplate made for Raoul. Maybe I'll make it one of these days. For anyone that doesn't know Raoul, Raoul is my shiny Decidueye that I think I was just trying to... It was when I was into no, it's not when I was into semi-competitive Pokemon. It's when I wanted to make a Pokemon catching Pokemon is what it was. Because Decidueye could learn False Swipe, and I think... Would it learn Spore? No, I don't know. I was doing some sort of Pokemon catching setup. No, it's because it could learn a move that could hit all 5 opponents in a mass outbreak. I think it was just Leafage and having a whole lot of uses of that. So I was trying to make a shiny hunting Pokemon in Generation 7. That's what it was. And while I was breeding my Rowlets, trying to work up the IVs that I wanted, I eventually hatched a shiny one. And my aunt, who was visiting from the next province over, was there at the time. And I'd ask, like, oh, what should I name this shiny Rowlet? And she played off of the name of Rowlet and said Raoul. And so the name Raoul came to be. And despite the fact that it didn't quite have all the perfect IVs that I wanted, I was breeding for, I was like, all right, this is my go-to now. This is Raoul. And I've had Raoul ever since. So, yeah, Raoul's one of my favorite Pokemon that I've had across games. I wish I still had my Pokemon from, like, you know, the first couple of games I would have played, but unfortunately, those are gone, so I'm fairly certain the first Pokemon games I played, that was a time that I used to sell off games when I was done with them. I sold my copies of Diamond and Pearl, sadly. Luckily, I held on to the Mystery Dungeon games and stuff, but yeah, I'm fairly certain those Pokemon are just gonzo, and I don't have my original Dudos anymore. This is probably gonna be more advantageous here. But in terms of one Pokemon that's been a good favorite of mine that I've had across several games by now, Raoul I've had for a good while and like to consistently use. Is at least the case. I don't know if I have any Pokemon from before that point that I've actually wanted to keep on using. More of just like have them in the box and then, hey, look at these old friends. But Raoul is like, oh yeah, I keep on using Raoul. Stuff. I'm fairly certain I used Raoul a little bit in the Sword and Shield playthrough. After home stuff came out. I'm fairly certain here. Also, Upland come out of nowhere, resubbing for 16 months. Are you having fun yet? Maybe a smidge, but it is also pretty broken and wacky at times here. Look at all those bits flying everywhere. My goodness. I appreciate the 16-month resub there, Upland. That is a heck of a long time to be sub. Welcome back to Team Enharmonic. Enjoy another month of the emotes in the sub badge. Did I ever... Are you in the Discord server? Have I given you the 1 year plus sub role? Also, if anyone's subbed for like a certain amount of months and I've forgotten to give roles, like please remind me because I feel like I haven't done that in a good while and I probably lost track of things that I probably should have assigned a while back. So if that's the case for anyone, then apologies. But yeah, hope things are going well and I appreciate the resub there. Let's see here. Oh god, this game is over a year old. Yep, it is. Gave my boss my copy of Brilliant Diamond. Best decision you've ever done. But you're gonna feel bad for her because of the Elite Four and Cynthia. Yeah, that game just being like super easy mode until it gets to there. Unless you get really, really lucky with RNG like I did. Oh man. Officer, I swear the potato salad told me to do it. Also, when it came to this game being a year old, one tweet that, or post I guess it's called now, that I saw taking off was this one person that posted saying like, oh, now that the final DLC is out and you can transfer over some more Pokemon, I can finally bring over one of my favorite Pokemon from my childhood, Primarina. And a lot of people went kind of crazy over that because like, childhood? Generation 7, this is just like, this wasn't that long ago. Like, Generation 7 was running until like, what, 2017? Something like that? Like, right when the Switch came out? I believe is when Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon came out, but Sun and Moon came out in 2016. So, it really wasn't even that long ago. It was 6 years ago, was the case. And, so a lot of people are just like, what do you mean childhood? What the heck? Because a lot of people still associate, what do you say, like, Pokemon from your childhood, that'll typically mean, like, Generation 5 or earlier is what I feel like we're at. So a lot of people are very surprised that this is Gen 7 childhood. And I felt kind of surprised by it, too. Just like, what the heck? In my opinion, if you count 6 years ago as your childhood, you're still a kid. In my opinion. Man, I've got hangry for some of that potato-y stuff you eat cold, you know? And over 3 ingredients just for a bit of it. Got any of that potato-y stuff for me? Potato salad. My Oma makes the best potato salad ever. Yes, this is it. You won't believe how much I've been craving potato salad all day. My mom's tried to redo the recipe, but she can't quite do it she can do it good, but not like out of this world amazing like my Oma does. Over potato salad and received helpings of onion, cucumber, and whatever the heck. But yeah, you have yet to gather money for a subscription, sadly. Don't worry about that. Like, already spending time here around this channel when you could be using that time to be spending that that is not how words work. When you could be spending that time doing literally anything else is more than I could ever ask for. Like, even on Twitch alone, there's what, 5 million monthly streamers? And that was a stat that I remember seeing many years ago. It's probably way more than that now. There's a lot of people that stream. Nowadays, everybody and their mother does it. So already choosing to spend time in this stream, as opposed to literally any other stream that you could be in, is already more than I can ask for. So if anyone, you know, never have to worry about anything financial around here. Don't feel obligated towards anything like that. I am already thankful for any time being spent here, you know. My childhood is Sapphire, which is weird considering the game is older than you are. That's fair enough. I feel like there's a lot of people that have some games like that they picked up a little bit after the fact. Like, I wonder if Roller Coaster Tycoon is older than I am. I was really into that game. It came out the same year as I was born. Am I older or Roller Coaster Tycoon? Hold on. Now I want to know. Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 release date. Wow. I'm older than it, but by like 2.5 weeks. Wow. Okay. That's not that much different there. But yeah, your childhood was Gen 6. Okay, at least a smidge farther back than Gen 7 here. Started playing Gen 3 around Gen 6. Oh, interesting. I got Pokemon Black for some reason. That's a pretty good game right there. Gen 7 was your childhood. 12-year-old you was pretty happy catching them all. You tried to catch them all in Gen 7? I remember I started trying as of like I think it was Gen 4 or Gen 5. And then I finally finished it as of Gen 6. That's quite a bit of an undertaking as of something like Gen 7. But yeah. And hello, false souls. Welcome on in. Really been 10 years since X and Y. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, you know? Wait, did I miss an important sentence here? Def got a buff since the boobining. I feel like I missed something important here that explains this. We got this trivia question. If you do, I'll give you 3 ingredients. You got me mix eggs, oil, and vinegar. Tell me if you got it. I actually do not know. Didn't see it in the first Pokemon game was the original silver or gold. That's a cool one to start with there. Gen 4 Guy Harmonia, we are a dying breed. We are, aren't we? Referring to the Twitch viewership stuff. Oh, yeah. When it comes to how many people are streaming, yeah. Especially after the stuff where Twitch was like, our sexual content policy is a lot lighter. Never mind. We changed our mind about that. Well, obviously not that. Obviously not that. Obviously not that if that's the type of meat. Obviously not that. So I guess it's mayonnaise? Okay. It's literally the only thing it could be. And here's your prize. 3 whole ingredients at once. Wow. Cool. Chili sauce or ketchup? What if anyone has any lovely green cucumbers to spare? Do I? I have no idea. I'll trade you for chili sauce. Wow, you even sliced the cucumber for me? This guy literally just gave me a slice of cucumber that I put in my pocket. And over the helping of cucumber, I received a bottle of chili sauce. You still have a thing? Oh, well, you still trade me? Can I, like, rematch people to, Overlay mustard will trade you a jalapeno? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna find pickle I am. I'm missing 2 whole ingredients. Listen, I'll give you a super spicy jalapeno if you front me some prostitute. Here you go. Yes, you got a real big heart, you know? And over your prosciutto, I don't know, and olive oil, and receive a helping of jalapeno. Cool. So you gotta love the OST that's playing here on its simple loop. I think I bought too much marmalade. I don't really need all this mustard either. If you willing to trade your vinegar for either my marmalade or my mustard? I don't know. Is it spicy mustard? Here, that, I guess. Okay, should I cook now? Jesse. I wish the DLC wasn't the only decent bit of content in the game. Yeah, I mean, fair. Got everything you need? Want to start making a super spicy sandwich? I want to start, I think. Remember in my elementary school, the kids made fun of you for getting McDonald's Happy Meal Gen 6 Pokemon cards? I got Happy Meal Pokemon cards like last year. It's on my shelf somewhere around here. I don't know where, but I could probably dig it up if I tried to find it. Nah, that's cool. I feel like Pokemon is one of those kinds of things where growing up, it's kind of like SpongeBob was at my school, where it's like, as a kid, super cool. As you get a little bit older into junior high and early high school, it's like, nah, that's not cool anymore. Only little kiddos watch that. And then later high school and past that, it's the big thing again. Everyone loves Pokemon. Or SpongeBob, which kind of applies to Pokemon as well, maybe in some cases. Prosciutto is thin slice of ham. Okay. Guess you learn something new every day then. Tell your cookie on a high heat. Looking forward to something extra spicy then. I swear if my ingredients click through, I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah, so I thought I got some other spicy things too. Yeah, sure, all of them. Maybe I trade some in. Oh, this was one of the things, was the chili sauce. I mean, sure. I don't know. Yes, the fiery pick. Let's do it. Bam, look at that. Chili sauce with mustard. I probably only need so many of certain... Gosh dang, I did it again! I probably only need so much of certain ingredients. Something like that to pass his trial. He just wanted a spicy sandwich after all. Here. That's just like... Can you re-pick up stuff after you, okay, I was just curious. Just a tad curious there. Egg. Egg. I thought I heard the filament moving around weirdly. Hopefully it's not all mixed up. I'm fairly certain I keep the spools of filament sorted out so it doesn't tangle with itself and then get caught on itself. But I'm hearing sounds and it's throwing me off. Should be fine. I hope. Should hopefully be. Sorry, that was you eating it? What, when it clipped through the one time? Just through the bottom of the table. Like a spooky ghost. Like something that a Boo in Mario would do. Sneak through and eat your sandwich. I forgot I had to press A again. Yeah, it does lurk a little bit. Have you seen those 3D printer fail compilations? Oh, my border! This is like the Mario movie where he's singing about peaches, except it's all Meg Border. Holy shit. I've seen printer... What the heck was that line? I've seen printer fails because I've experienced many myself. I've not seen fail compilations, though. And usually if I'm supervising it, I'll stop it and cancel the print. There are some times that I'll just leave it unsupervised and come back to just filament everywhere. Ugh! Basket jump scare. I tell the spicy souls in the world all agree with me. You put spicy ingredients to good use. Me? I could have handled something a bit spicier, really, but it was still good. How many mag mortars does he have? As a team of 6 mag mortars. That means you passed my elite trial. No problem at all. Elite trial, make a super spicy sandwich cleared. Yeah, mag mortar sure is quite a look for a Pokemon. I've never been a big fan of it either. I can enjoy the tingle on my tongue as we head back to the plaza. Electivire's the cooler one.